Hey Keybros, what do you say? Well, you know, this is Keith DiPiazza coming right at you. Today we're going to talk about keyboard stands. Me and your assistant administrator, Tommy Johnson, we were on the phone yesterday gabbing about various items, and we were talking about keyboard stands. Then we got up on Amazon and we started looking at them. Now, I have a 3-tier stand. This is a quick lock stand. This was bought in the 80s. I'm sorry, around 91, 92. All right. And let's see if we can get a better view here. And my studio is so small. This is the stand I use on my live rig. All right. Now, this stand is a 3-tier quick lock. Now I modified it. Let's see if we can. You see that area where I guess the tit that holds the keyboard on, and you see this area here. I made it longer, and what I did was, since I'm an HVAC guy, I used a 12-inch, half-inch black iron nipple that normally you would pipe in a gas line. So it's 12 inches long. And what I did was I put a cap on it on the end here. You can probably see the cap right here. All right. And then I shoved it into the hole. Then I just drilled a hole in the cap and I put this piece back on. All right. Now this is adjustable. But what I needed more length. I wanted to bring the keyboard down further. So if you look at the top keyboard, then go down from the top to the second one, I could still see my screen and get to all my controls. And this was also, I did that because also I had a VR760, and the VR760 was so tight in there, I had to extend the arm on that. And but that worked real well. And then underneath here is, there's a bolt that goes through the tier and that nipple that I put in, so that you could actually pull it out further if you want. And but yeah, you're gonna have to re-drill it. You know what I mean? But this is about the perfect length. But that's the only modification I've done to this stand. Now let's get back to quick lock. The new stand that they have, a year ago it was selling for $149. Look at the price now. It's ridiculous. And an acquaintance bought this stand. He actually bought 2 of them. And they changed the design on it. And this stand really turned out to be a piece of crap. It wobbles up and down, and it wobbles side to side. Now, my buddy Tommy, he bought the same exact stand, and he's having the same problems. Now, the acquaintance friend of mine is, he brought it over here so I can try to repair it. And it's held in by like an Allen screw, and that got stripped out, so I re-tapped it. And apparently that only lasted, for about a week or so. So it's still crap, but it's $350 for a piece of crap for a 3-tier, and there's not much available for a 3-tier that we could find. Some of the stuff we were looking at was like $300. Then there was one stand, and then these A-frames are crap. I've had them during the 80s, and they would actually, sometimes the keyboard would fall off them because they would just tilt down due to the weight. And plus the A-frames are a real pain in the ass to set up. And here's some more stands. This looks kind of like an A-frame here, this one here. And but look at the prices. Some of these prices are ridiculous. And So, after doing a lot of research, there's more stands that we looked at and stuff. But after doing the going through all these stands and looking at the prices, is like, my God, this stuff is ridiculous. I seen a single A-frame, an X stand, just for one keyboard. I seen them like as high as $300 just for one. That was at a K&M. And like, why would you pay that much money for just a single tier keyboard stand? So, but this Quick Lock 3-tier, main reason why I'm making this video is to warn you guys about it. Buyer beware. Do not buy this stand. I don't know why engineers would just basically fuck this stand up. Like I said, I bought my stand in 91, maybe 92. And, it's beautiful. I just repainted it not too long ago. So the stand's like new. And the only modification I did was just extend the second tier a little bit so I'd have a deeper area. But the stand's perfect. I mean, it's like 30 years old and just as good as a new stand. But this new stand they're selling for $400 is a piece of crap. They fucked it all up. They, where it used to be metal against metal, now they added this aluminum piece. And, well, you guys could talk to Tommy on it, and he'll tell you all about it, but it's junk. And it's a shame. So, but basically, some of this new stuff is pretty crappy. You would think, modern day, the engineering would get better, but it's gotten worse. And on top of that, you're paying more money. And what's ridiculous about it, a year ago, this stand sold for $149 because my acquaintance friend of mine, he bought 2 of these through my Amazon account because he don't have an Amazon thing. So he used my account. And he bought 2 of these. Same problem on both of them. Then plus Tommy tells me about his problems with the same exact stand. Ridiculous. So, but basically, I'm going to wrap this up. From what I found, now I looked on American Music. They didn't have a wide selection of stands, but you guys have a good stand. Post it, because me and Tommy are looking, because I like to have a backup for everything. And but my stand's 30 years old. I mean, it's still going strong. There's nothing wrong with it, but I get a little bit worried now. What would happen if something would happen to that stand? So, okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Hey, guys, God bless. Keep rocking.